Alright, probably as you can guess, we're gonna do the spark plugs on the GS. And it has Denzos in it, Denso iridiums that don't look terribly bad. But I have these NKG laser iridiums, BKR6ES, so the number on them. They're out of the 1UZ car, or 3UZ car, and they, of course, they use the same spark plug, pretty much, but these are just, they're like brand new. Someone just put them in the car and literally wrecked it, so we're gonna give them a shot. I got 6 of the 8 right here cleaned up. They are, the gap is 0.04 on these. I checked all of them already. And I know a lot of people look at these cars and see that the intake goes over, the spark plug goes, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm not doing all that. It's actually really easy. You only move this pretty much, and there's only 3 bolts that hold this whole thing on, and you just take this off and you're good to go. And hopefully I can get my time lapse to work instead of me just moving the camera around a whole bunch, and you'll get a good view of it. But all right. Alright, so now you can see we can get to each one of the cool packs in here and to the spark plugs. Let's go ahead and get those out and see what they look like. Alright, so we got the cool packs out, and you can see it's, I mean, there's some oil in there. And in the back one, I guess some coolant started to get in there from that back hose. Don't know if you can see that, but it's got some rusty marks on it. We're gonna clean this and blow it all out. Pretty much just means my valve covers are leaking, which I kind of knew, and a lot of these hoses are obviously really old. I know my cam seals are O-rings and shit are all leaking, and my VVT solenoid. But yeah, we're gonna take all these spark plugs out, clean these galleys real good, like we did with the 1JZ, and put it all back together. Should be good to go. So here are my spark plugs from the back to the front. This is cylinder 6, looking bad. 5, kind of lean looking on the bottom of it. 4, 3, 2, and here's 1. Now I don't know how much oil the rest of these had in them, but one did have oil on top of the spark plug, which is probably from just changing the oil and missing, which people do that all the fucking time. So I'm gonna take that into consideration, that that's probably what some of that misfire was. It's oil getting on top of the coil, or well, on the bottom of the coil, and cause it an issue. So I just got done cleaning the rest of the valley out, and we're gonna go ahead and put these newly used spark plugs back in. I mean, these are $10 spark plugs, man. So I doubt they're gonna have a problem, and I am gonna be taking the head off and resealing the entire motor sometime in the future. Don't know when exactly, but whenever I do turbo it, we are doing that. We're bulletproofing the head, putting it's like a 1.7mm head gasket on it. It's pretty much a head spacer. It's fucking huge. And head studs. And it'll probably hold like 400 horse, but we're not going to go for that immediately. I just want to like drive with it and enjoy it on boost. I'm going to go ahead and put these new spark plugs in, clean everything up, make sure it will start, since some of these connectors are really fucking old. I mean, the connectors are 18, 19 years old in this car, and like I broke 2 of them already just by touching them. So keep that in mind. These connectors are extremely fragile. They're probably going to break on you. Don't freak out. Just make sure you get them plugged in all the way, and they should still work. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. Alright. We're going to see if this thing cranks. I just got everything put back together. I'm going to leave the VVT stuff open right now so I can like watch it. But yeah, let's see if it cranks and runs correctly. Seems to be working, right? Guess I'll go ahead and put the front covers and stuff back on and drive it around some.